Hi, and welcome back to Podpadstudios and fun with fire trucks. Sorry about the last video, it was quite long. I did rabbit on a little bit about all the things that I've added to this. I'm not going to do that in this one. This will be brief, to the point, about me moaning quite a lot about everything going wrong. So why has it gone wrong? Well, it's gone wrong because of the foam system, the water system. The build is actually working quite well. I sorted the siren out and the alarms and all that sort of stuff, and I've been focusing on the water spray systems. Now, the lower nozzle, as I explained before, uses a straightforward water spray. No issue at all, no problem. Comes from a tank like this, 10-litre tank that's housed at the front here. The rear tank, this particular one here, supplies a water foam mix in the tank to the top water cannon. And this is my problem. This is where it's going wrong. Now, what I did is I basically filled this up with water, 10 litres of water, and then I add the foam concentrate at whatever percentage I need to add it to get the right foam effect directly into the water. When I spray it out, works fine. No problem at all. And I was like, woohoo, yeah, it's great, it's working. The problem then comes when I then come to refill this, because remember, I get through this in 2 minutes. I refill this, and of course then any foam that is in here aerates as the water fills up. There's air in the water, it fills up and it froths everywhere. And then the foam system doesn't work anymore because I can only get a fraction of the water in, and I've got too much air now going through the system for the nozzle, so it doesn't spray the foam properly. Now I kind of understand why the real full-size crash tenders don't have foam mixes in their water. The system that they use is different to this. They have a water container in their units, which sprays water to the main nozzle. They then have a secondary container that contains the foam concentrate. This foam concentrate is then added into the water stream, either by being pumped up via another pump into the water stream, or some sort of Venturi effect. So basically the water pressure differences, the concentrate is pulled up into the water stream and then expelled through the top nozzle. That way you don't get any foam in your main water, you don't contaminate your water. And that means this can be filled up really, really quickly, and air, basically aerating the water, doesn't make any difference to the foam because the foam is coming in through a different source. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to build and add this system to this. But the question is how. It's all right on a bigger scale, but I'm working on a much smaller scale. So my foam tank, do I use another pump, a secondary pump, to pump from the foam tank into the water stream? And then I need some sort of mixing system and obviously one-way valves to stop the water flowing into the foam tank. Or am I going to have to come up with some form of inductive sort of Venturi system to pull the foam from the tank via a vacuum? But how do I do that with tiny 10mm hoses? That's my problem. I mean, the solutions, I mean, I was using this, which is just a snow foam, sort of stuff you wash your car with. The particular one is really, really good because, as I said, I played around with a few of these, and some of them are actually flammable, believe it or not. They contain solvents. This, as a mix, actually works really well in there. What I am going to do is I'm going to experiment when I can to pump this through the nozzle neat and see what effect I get with that. And that way I won't be using water at all in this container. I'll be using just a neat solution of snow foam. Might work, I don't know. The other one that was particularly good is this, which was the theatrical foam stroke snow fluids. This works really, really well, but it is very, very reliant on air being injected into the system, which of course what happens when you have snow machines and foam machines, those kind of things. It's not just the fluid being forced through, it's the air that's being forced over that blows it all out. The ARFF stuff's good, but it's expensive. And it still doesn't solve my problem that I have to mix it. I can't mix it into my water. So anyway, there's my problems I'm going to try and solve at the moment. I've got to try and work this one out, and it's a bit of a pain, really. Especially mounting more tanks into here. So unfortunately, my nice, tidy, neat fire engine is going to have to be cut up a little bit to get some more water tanks in there, or to get a foam tank in there. I suppose I could just go with 2 water cannons and don't bother with the foam, but I actually want to do the foam. It's kind of, it looks really, really cool. I played around with, as you've seen in the previous video, I played around with a little bit of foam mix from both nozzles, which is just mixed within here. I suppose it looks all right, but it's not like the real thing, and I want it to look as close to the real thing as I can get. So there we have it. I told you it'd be a brief video. Now I'm going to go away and see if I can work out how this system works. I think what I actually need to do is get down to a local fire station. I need to pick some brains, and I need to see the thing working for real. That's what I need to do next. So you never know, that's where my next video might come from. Anyway, yeah, see you soon.